Hey everyone, Mr. DVB here. So today I have a Blu-ray haul video for you guys. These are all the Blu-rays I've gotten since, I guess, August 25th. So Infinity War won't be on there since I got that on like the 13th. But today I'm going to be showing you guys like all the Blu-rays I've gotten recently. I got two today, one on Monday, so yesterday, and yeah, I've been getting a lot of Blu-rays recently. But without further ado, let's just jump straight into this. So first up is Deadpool 2 on 4K Ultra HD. So, first of all, my thoughts on this movie. I really liked Deadpool 2. I think it's better than the first one. Funnier for the most part. The action was better. The effects were way better. There were still some parts like Juggernaut that looked terrible, but overall, I'd say the effects were, were an improvement. And the movie just looked nicer too. The first one I find apparently on 4K the detail is great. But I found the first one to be kind of a ugly looking film as far as like colors and stuff go. It was just super like average looking, like kind of like a TV show almost. Two, they put a lot of work into it. It has the same kind of color palette as the John Wick films, so they're a lot darker, but it just looks really nice. That's one thing I noticed. As far as the quality of this goes on the 4K Blu-ray, I'd say it's pretty good. It's not like 4K crisp, honestly. There are some times where it does look really good, but I wouldn't say it's like, as good as something like Blade Runner or Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, where you have like really crisp shots. It was pretty soft throughout, and that was a little bit of a disappointment, but still a good looking Blu-ray, or 4K I should say. There's the back. So this includes the Super Duper cut, which I haven't watched all the way through. I don't really think it does anything for the movie personally. It's kind of just including more gigs. So right here is the 4K Ultra HD disc, new formats rock. Longer impact with pixels, that's the Super Duper 4K cut. Going strong since 06, the regular Blu-ray, and then the Super Duper Blu-ray is the longer is better. And I believe if you get the DVD, it says better than VHS, or still better than VHS, which is pretty hilarious. There we go. So there's that. Then we've got Nightmare on Elm Street collection. So when it comes to the original Nightmare on Elm Street, it's one of my favorite horror movies out there. I love it. I think it's really creepy. The tone is perfect. I love the villain and everything. And the characters themselves are really good. So I love the original Nightmare on Elm Street, and then I'm fascinated. I love the idea of only being able to be killed in your dreams or whatever, because then you also have to try to stay awake all the time, which is a real struggle if it's like going on for like a week or something. And then the films just get worse as they go on. I mean, 3 was actually pretty good, but everything besides 3 is either okay or terrible. This does not include the remake, by the way, from 2010, which I just found out yesterday was produced by Michael Bay. His company produced like a bunch of horror remakes, like Texas Chainsaw from 2003 and Friday the 13th as well from 2009. Alright, so here's the regular Blu-ray disc for the first film. Then the second and third film, fourth and fifth, sixth and seventh, and then this is a DVD for the bonus disc. So there's that. I don't really know why they wouldn't upscale the DVD, but whatever. So that's the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Like I said, I love the first one. The rest are, all over the place. Alright, next up, Coco on 4K Ultra HD. So I actually never got this beforehand. I loved it. It was easily my favorite animated film of 2017. I just never got it on Blu-ray. So I'm really happy I got it on 4K, though. This movie looks amazing in 4K. Now, obviously, animated films aren't going to have as much of a, quality buff or whatever as, something that's filmed on camera will. So, this isn't necessarily going to be like, oh, look at how much more detail there is. There's as much detail as there will be on the HD version. It's just that the colors are a lot nicer on the 4K one, Things pop out a lot more because of the HDR. So the HDR is really what makes, Blu-rays like this work. So I'm really excited to see how Incredibles 2 will look. But yeah, as far as Coco goes, I absolutely loved it. Like I said, my favorite animated film of 2017, without a doubt. Also a really emotional movie, but I love it. Next up, we have Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom on 4K Ultra HD. So this came out, I believe, last week. Last Tuesday, and as far as the movie itself goes, I actually liked it quite a bit. It's probably my second favorite Jurassic Park movie, which a lot of people disagree with, but everybody has their own opinion. I just personally actually thought this movie was great. I'm sure it was really cheesy, but I just found it more enjoyable and exciting in the first Jurassic World because you didn't have, those kids that annoyed me. and it was just better than 2 personally, and 3 is okay. So for me personally, yeah, it's the second best. But I like the cover quite a bit. There's the back, side. So as far as the quality goes, this movie looks absolutely stunning in 4K. There's the Blu-ray disc and the 4K disc. I haven't watched the full thing yet, but I've watched, quite a bit of scenes, and it looks amazing, honestly. There's so much detail. There are a few parts that look a little bit soft, but overall, I mean, geez, this is a stunning 4K Blu-ray. Probably one of the best ones I own. It's super, super nice looking, so absolutely love this. So yeah. Alright, next up, got this yesterday. We have the Halloween 4K Blu-ray. So this actually came out today, but it arrived, I ordered it on Amazon, and it arrived a day early. So I love the original Halloween. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. I like it more than Nightmare on Elm Street, if that's what you're wondering. And I actually never owned any of the Halloween films on Blu-ray before this. This is the first Halloween film I own on Blu-ray now. And it's in 4K, so even better. So I actually have checked it out, and I gotta say, it looks, quite good. There is a ton of grain, obviously. This is a 40-year-old movie. You're not gonna have 4K crispness, but it does look actually quite good. It looks really improved, because I did try out the regular Blu-ray, and yeah, they actually did a fantastic job with this. The colors are a lot nicer, so I'd say, honestly, as far as this goes, I mean, for a 40-year-old movie, they did a fantastic job. There's the side right there. And I love this case, by the way, too. It's really, really nice. And this has Dolby Vision. No, I don't have Dolby Vision on my TV. There was an update for my TV today, though, but I don't know if it included Dolby Vision or not. I'm gonna guess it didn't, but that would be great if it did. So open it up, and you have 2 discs here. There's the regular Blu-ray disc, and there's the 4K disc. So you got Michael right there. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, this movie is one of my favorites of all time, actually, and I am so excited for the new one to be coming out in October. It's by far my most anticipated movie for the rest of the year, so super excited. Alright, the next 2 are unopened. I got these today, and I haven't opened them yet. So first up, we have a steelbook, and that is for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I actually watched this film for the very first time about a month ago, and I loved it. I thought this was a fantastic horror movie. It's one of my favorites, which is like a weird thing to say when you've only watched it once, but it's true though. I thought this was actually like a fantastic movie. It was super like creepy, and it wasn't actually as gory as you might have thought. But I picked this up. It was like $18. And I always love collecting steelbooks. So when I found out that this is what the steelbook looked like for this movie, I pretty much just had to get it because I love this design so much. So I'm gonna open this up here. But yeah, so this is Best Buy. I want to say it's an exclusive, and I think this cover came out a month ago. I believe. I don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure, but no, this is like fantastic steelbook. I love this so much. So you have Leatherface on the front, which looks super awesome. The most terrifying motion picture I've ever seen. And then behind them, we've got a map of Texas, which is pretty great. And then on the back, you got the chainsaw, which is like showing the land where the house is. So I actually think that's a really cool idea for a steelbook. So I absolutely love this. And there's the spine. So yeah, super happy to have gotten this. Open it up, and there is no like backdrop, but there is this disc which has a really cool artwork on it. Same artwork as on the front. But yeah, so love this steelbook. I'm not even kidding. Just like that, it's climbed up to being one of my favorite steelbooks. Like, super happy with this. Alright, next up, we don't have a steelbook. Sadly, this is a movie I would have liked to have gotten on steelbook, but they were like all sold out in stores. Or I don't know if they were sold out, they just didn't have them. And online, I didn't bother ordering it. But Solo: A Star Wars Story on 4K Ultra HD. So I do like the steelbook more, but I'm still happy with this. So you have all the main characters on the front here, and all of them puff out. Everything on this puffs out, including the Millennium Falcon, which is pretty cool. I do like it when they have stuff come off the case. There's your side right there, Solo, and then on the back you have Han and Chewie, L3, Kira, Lando and Woody Harrelson's character Beckett. So I was super surprised by Solo. I was not overly excited for it. I was still looking forward to it, but I was not, excited as I was for any of the other Disney Star Wars films. But I ended up enjoying it more than all of the Disney Star Wars films except for Force Awakens. Force Awakens is still my favorite Disney Star Wars film, but Solo, surprised me, actually. I thought it was just super enjoyable and fun, so I really love this. I'm going to take this out. I don't really care if you guys saw it. You can go ahead and do that thing. So you got 3 discs here. You have your bonus disc, which I do like the artwork on that one actually a lot. Then you have your 4K disc right here, and then right behind that you have the regular Blu-ray, which looks pretty nice. I'm trying to... Okay, I don't think this wants to cooperate with me. And now the 4K disc just dropped, but luckily I've got it. So I actually think that... for some reason, I think that if you order it from Best Buy, like the Steelbook, I believe they have their own artwork for the regular Blu-ray disc. I don't know if I'm correct there, but I think so. So there's that. This is not want to turn at all, but whatever. So there you go. Solo: A Star Wars Story. I actually really like all those discs. So I'm going to plop this in right now to check out how it looks. But there you go, guys. That's the Blu-ray haul.